Yeah. Hi guys, so we are going to get started on lesson 6.4. Oops, nope, hold on. Okay, so it's a 2-day lesson. We're going to talk about transformations of exponential and logarithmic functions. So right here you have a chart that should look very familiar to you because we've learned all these different transformations with every function that we've worked on or studied this year. All right, so horizontal translations. If you see, and you can see an example up here, I know it's kind of small. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oops, zoom in just a bit. I don't know if that's any bigger. I think it was 150. Let me try one more time. Let me try 170. Okay, so if up in the exponent you see a -3, that's 3 units to the right. Up in the exponent a +2, that's 2 units to the left. All right, on the tail end, if you see a +5, that's a vertical translation, 5 units up, 1 unit down. Okay, your reflection. So if the negative is up in the exponent with the x, that means the signs of the x's are changing. You're reflecting over the y-axis. Out front, that means the y is changing signs. You're reflecting over the x-axis. Up with the variable x, you have a 2 there. That is a horizontal shrink by a factor of 1/2. Here I have a horizontal stretch by a factor of 2. Out in front, you have a vertical stretch of 3. And here we have a vertical shrink of 1/4. Okay, so all very familiar transformations to what we studied. Okay, so here it says, describe the transformation from f of x to g of x, then graph each function. I'm probably just going to graph on the graphing calculator, but you guys can sketch it on your own, write down a table of values and sketch it on your own. But just to make the video go a little faster, I'm probably not going to graph every single one of them, okay? All right, so for the transformation, f of x is 1/3 to the x, g of x is 1/3 to the x minus 5. All right, we should know that that is a translation 5 units down. All right, so to graph, I'm going to grab my graphing calculator. All right, let me go to y equals and clear out the functions that I have so far. So I have parentheses 1/3 raised to the x, oops, raised to the x. And then the other function is parentheses 1/3 raised to the x. Let me get out of that exponent minus 5. Okay, I think it was a -5, right? 5 units down, yeah. All right, and then I'm going to hit graph. Okay, so you can see what the function should look like. All right, we have exponential decay functions. And then I'm going to go to second table. And you can just copy down some of the coordinates. This will be the one and only graphing one that I actually do with you guys. So I'm going to list some of the coordinates and then plot the points. Okay, so for my f of x function, I'm going to graph -2, 9, -1, 3, 0, 1, 1, 1/3, 1/3, and then 2, 1/9. So I'll plot those points. Let me erase this little dash there. So -2, 9, that's going to be off the graph like up here. -1, 3, 0, 1, 1, 1/3, 2, 1/9. All right, and then if I shift it down 5 units, you could go back to the table of values or just shift each point down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That point would slide down here. Slide this one down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to plot that point. Try again. Nope, it's too low. I don't know why I can't graph past a certain point on the try one more time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is as low as I think I can go. Pretend that's down at -4. Okay, and so on and so forth. So this one would go down 5. I'm up to 9. So 8, 7, 6, 5. All right. And then you would graph that function. Okay, so this one is the g of x, and this one is the f of x. You can get a table of value. Oop, I think I labeled them backwards. You can get a table of values for both, or get a table of values for one, and then follow the transformation rule to plot the second graph. Okay. All right, let me go down. So from this point on, I'm just going to do the transformation with you, talk about the transformation, and then I'm going to have you graph them on your own. Again, you can use the graphing calculator to do the graphing. All right. So what is the transformation here? I see a +2 and a -1. All right. So what does that do to the graph? Moves the graph 2 units, or translates 2 units left, and then translates 1 unit down. Okay. All right, let's move to the next transformation. All right, so here's f of x and here's g of x. I see the negative out front and the 1/5 out front. So what does that do to the graph? Think about the negative, think about the 1/5. Well, the negative out front is a reflection. It changes the signs of the y, so it's a reflection in the x-axis. Reflection in x-axis. And the 1/5 is a vertical shrink by 1/5. Okay, and then you can go ahead and graph the two functions using your graphing calculator. And the last one, all right, I see a 2 and I see a -4. All right, the 2 is a horizontal shrink by 1/2. And the -4 is a translation. Translate 4 units right. And then go ahead and graph the function, the f of x and the g of x on the same coordinate plane. Okay, that is it for this lesson. Make sure that you do the graphing and include the graphing when you upload your notes. Okay, as I said, you can just use your graphing calculator, graph the f of x, and then follow the rule for the g of x to see where it should end up, or you can graph both of them on your graphing calculator and then sketch them. Okay, all right, that is it for day 1 of lesson 6.4. Bye.